our city. In Kansas City, Kansas, we're one and the same. We need to quit dividing each other. But anyway, I'll leave that for another day. But Kansas City has some of the most rich legacy in the world. And I'll tell you one thing that Quincy Jones told me, because I got to talk to Quincy Jones. He said he was mad at Kansas City because we lost our culture, we lost our identity. So people like Crayge and Lindesay are important to that heritage, to that lineage, and to give back to somebody like me, a kid from Wyandotte County who they counted out millions of times. But I'm here, and I'm standing here because of this man. Crayge, I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me. This is crazy. You've allowed me to be able to take care of my family by the things and the gifts that you've shown me. And the things that I was able to create stem from your love and your heart for the city and for other musicians and other producers and other songwriters and other artists to thrive. Crayge is one thing I know. He's a genius. He's one of the most brilliant people I've ever met in my life. Literally, you can go to Craig's house and he could be building a computer. Real talk. I've seen him building a computer from scratch, is what he would call it. This is real facts. This is not made up. He is actually building a computer. He showed me how in this industry we have to compete, and the only way you can compete is to have those same tools that a lot of these other guys have that cost tens of thousands of dollars. And Crayge gave those things to me without a shadow of a doubt. He didn't think twice. I could come in and be like, Crayge, what's new? Crayge always knows what's new before it even comes out. I can give you an example. Ableton is a program that I work out of. He was talking about Ableton 7 years ago, and now it is one of the most important pieces of production. That's just goes to show the man that he is. And it starts from Mr. Brady, because Mr. Brady taught Crayge, and he gave to Crayge, and then Crayge gave to all of us. And the one thing Crayge has always told me, he was like, I don't want anything from you. The only thing that I ask of you is that you give to the next. And that's the kind of man that he is. I get emotional because it really wouldn't be Joseph Macklin in this music industry if this man hadn't taken his time and poured into my life. So I thank you. I'm forever indebted to you. I appreciate you. I love you. And there's nothing that I could do or show my appreciation, but I'm here. I wasn't feeling the greatest. I'm here, and I want to say thank you. Yeah. Let's welcome Crayge and Lindesay.
Amazing. I'm not really a public speaker, so this is actually my first time ever speaking in front of an audience like that. But I was just talking with Ronald, and it's been like 50 years that I've been doing this now, music, basically since I was 13. I want to thank God for the guidance He's given me. Anytime any situation came up, I was able to handle it or adjust to it or learn how to do it. I want to thank my friends, which I see so many of them here in the audience and stuff, which is my music family, for all the support. It's been throughout the years of me doing this music, there have been times I've been hungry and they would bring me dinner.
That's right.
My family supported me the whole time. I want to thank Anita.
Amen. It's all right, buddy.
It's all right. It's all good, bro.
It's your time, man.
Anita for listening to Ralph's Whisper. Her brother Ralph, he just passed a few months ago. And he used to come to my house and always try to encourage me to step out of the shadows. Excuse me.
It's all right. It's all right.
Take your time, man.
I got this paper to make sure I can stay on track. I want to thank the B.A.M. Jam, UNESCO Creative City for Music for this honor. I want to also acknowledge that, Anita, you've done a whole bunch of work. I know you told me how much work you did to get the Kansas City designated as a city with the United Nations. And so, yeah, please give her a round of applause. I'm not a person that really enjoys being in the limelight. People like myself, and even one of the recipients right here, Lance and stuff, a lot of times we do music and we're considered to be like ghost writers or ghost producers. We might be paid money up front, but a lot of people take credit for what we do. But I've always been a person that really enjoyed being in the shadows. When I played with Unidos and played with other bands, I used to be back, the lights wasn't getting the whole stage, so I'll be playing keyboards in the back and it'd be in the dark, and I really like that, actually. I'm up here right now, and I'm representing the KC artists, bands, and producers of the late 60s, the 70s, and the 80s.
Yeah.
Bands like Clyde, Him and Her, Everyday People, Black Rock Advancement, Intersanction Fantasy, Threatening Weather, Lonnie and the Band, Smoke, Night Shift, Shades of Madness, Future Shock, Unidos, Flavor and the Dynamic Sensations, the Grand Jury Band, and the list goes on and on. Bands that really never got that recognition because there was no social media at the time, and there never was really a business sense of getting out and promoting bands and stuff. So the bands back during that time were really into, it's a friendly competition going on to where they were all you got a taste of it with the McFadden brothers. Every band was entertainers and stuff, and we all had dressed down in uniforms. We would perform, everybody, it was all choreographed, and everything was rehearsed for, it was like a job every day. We would rehearse the thing, and then we would perform on the weekend, go from club to club, go to AG's or to the Inferno and the different clubs around Bunny Club. The 50-yard line, all of them. But all of these bands and things, it's all a backdrop who made me who I am. So one thing I want to say in closing is here that Mr. Brady always put in all his students, myself included, the obligation we have to give back.
That's right.
So I encourage everyone here that they have something to share, and you need to share it with the next generation, and hopefully it's positive, and do it unconditionally, without expecting anything in return, and you'll always appreciate that, and you will reap the rewards of that.
That's right.
So again, I am honored by this recognition, and I want to thank everybody for everything they've done.